everyone, it's Sanni. This is going to be another one of my retro tutorials. This is inspired by two kind of different looks. Now, for the whole time that I've been making YouTube tutorials, people have been like intermittently asking me to do a look inspired by Priscilla Presley's wedding makeup, which this is partly inspired by, and then the other part is those 1990s, early noughties dolce&gabbana ads. I'm gonna put a couple of them in my Pinterest, I'll link to it below. But I've been obsessed with those ads for as long as I remember. I love the look of and like the feeling of the ads. So it is a very, very strong eye look. So you've got pretty much just black on the eyes, strong eyebrows, and the rest of the face is nude. And also what I like about this look that makes it not as intense necessarily is that the lower lash line is actually nude, so there's nothing on it, so it kind of makes it, well, not easy to carry off. It is easy to carry off when you do it with confidence, but it makes it a little bit less stark, I guess, and much more flattering, surprisingly enough. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. The look is actually really, really easy. I already used my By Terry. This is the colorless Hydra Filler primer, and I'm going to be using my favorite, my pretty much favorite foundation. It's the Mercier Silk Creme foundation. This is absolutely amazing for photography. It is just the best. And I'm just going to mix it up. And I'm using my current favorite foundation brush, the Tarte Buffer brush, and just buff it into the skin. And a little goes a long, long way with this foundation. And I've got a couple of spots just here, so I'm taking my Makeup Forever, which palette is this? This is number 3 palette, and it has kind of a greeny shade, so I'm just going to use that very, very lightly to cover those red awful spots. So I put on a little bit of this, and then I also have a little bit of the foundation left on my hand, so I just go over. Then I'm taking the Makeup Forever Eye Prime, and I'm just going to put a couple of dots. You don't need much of this product. In fact, if you use too much, actually, I find that it's not very good. It kind of tends to cake up, but when you use a little bit, it's great. So now for the main event. We're going to be using the Mercier Caviar stick as a base, and usually they're not sharpened. I actually sharpened mine because I want to be able to draw a really kind of precise shape. So look straight in the mirror. Mine is a little bit below the camera, so I'm going to be looking straight a little bit down from you guys, and I am just going to be bold and draw in kind of like the basic shape. It doesn't matter if it's a little bit messy right now. It's more about finding the shape you want for your eyeshadow. And then I'm going to fill it in, and this Caviar stick is really amazing for this. I find it a richer color than, let's say, MAC paint pots. But it's soft, so it's not like using a pencil. So I'm taking a 217, as you'll notice it's pretty rough right now, and then I'm going to start blending the edges. At least for me, I have to clean the brush every once in a while because it really kind of, the color goes a long way. So when you look straight in the mirror, so I'm going to be looking like this, but when I look straight in the mirror, I see the color above my crease and I see it winged out. Then we're going to take a matte black, and I'm using the Illamasqua Obsidian. I am in love with this. You can use a pigment, you can use anything you want. And just the MAC 239, and we're going to start packing the color on top of that. So I always start on the moving part of the eyelid. I'm then taking a clean 217, and I am actually using my Deborah Milano Cacao, and I'm going to go around the edges and just keep blending. You're going to blend for a lot longer than you think. And really, really blend the edges to the skin super well. It's important to take a warm color to blend with, because if you don't, you're going to get a really unattractive kind of grey, greeny shadow, you know, where your skin color meets the eyeshadow. Fluid line by MAC, and this is the Sigma E05 brush, and I'm going to do a very quick line. This is not really to line the eye because obviously the eye is super black. It's more to get the liner into the lash line, and then I'm going to do the same on the waterline. So your lash line needs to be super duper black. I'm going to use some Illamasqua Raven mascara. I'm first just going to put that on the top lashes. And if you're not using fake lashes, really put tons on. I'm just going to put a couple of coats because I'm going to put on some fake lashes. Then I'm going to take my Red Cherry 48s. These are great because they really kind of elongate. They're thick and long and they elongate at the outer corner, so perfect for this type of look. So I'm going to pop these on and I'll be right back. So next for the brows. So I'm just going to brush my brows down, and I'm using the Dior, hold on, what is this? 453 Sable Sable en français. And I am going to fill my brows in, and I want my brows to be super defined, so I'm really going to fill them in first with this, and then I'm going to use an eyeshadow on top. And when I get to the inner corner here, I am going to square it out quite strongly. I want the eyebrows to be quite graphic. Then I'm going to use MAC Brun on top, which is normally way too dark for me, but for this look it's absolutely perfect. So I'm kind of setting the pencil, I'm intensifying the color, but I'm also setting the pencil with the powder so it stays put. Although the Dior pencils are pretty good at staying put. So if you compare my brows, this brow is a lot thicker and kind of much more graphic than my natural brow shape. I'm using the Armani Maestro eraser under my eyes because we're hopefully not going to make a mess under the eyes anymore. And I'm using this in a number 2, and the number 2 is the lightest shade, even though it's number 2. I don't know why they do. And I'm really kind of cleaning up everything, and I'm using I think this is called a pointed foundation brush by Real Techniques. I'm then going to use my beloved Eshi powder. I'm absolutely in love with this, and I'm using the Inglot 4SS brush, and I am going to powder actually quite liberally. I just really prefer to powder with a small brush, even if I do my whole face. And under the eyes, really go well under the eyes. I'm then using the same cocoa with my Bobbi Brown blush brush. This will give like the faintest hint of color. I just want to kind of warm up the outer perimeters of my face, do under the chin. And then I'm going to keep using the same product. The MAC, hold on, this is the 138. Because this is really pointed, I'm just going to put a little bit of more intense color just under the cheekbone. This way you can use just one product and get like 2 different effects. I'm going to use my beloved Shu Uemura Peach 42. This has been discontinued. It's been replaced by, and I don't remember the number, but I will check it out and put it here. And I'm going to use this because this is a powder highlighter, so I'm just going to put it lightly. Can you hear that? That is like danger signal. They test in Paris every Wednesday at 12 noon. In case there's been, I don't know, I think a nuclear attack or one of the nuclear power plants has exploded or something like that. But yeah, something serious has to happen for that to go. But that's just the test sound. I don't know if you can even hear it. I'm going to use MAC Cream Stick Liner in Creamola, I think this is. And I'm just going to line my lips. Like that. And then I'm going to use MAC's Shygirl, which is a perfect kind of 60s colour when you don't want to go too matte. So that's the look finished. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and please let me know what you think and what other kind of vintage retro inspired looks you'd like to see, because I love doing them. So let me know. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye.